Alright, make sure I'm live and good to go. Alright. Stream analytics. Alright, good. So this is from the end of August. Okay, let's go. This is July 4th. Let's see if there's any updates. Alright. I think I have to log in again. Alright. Alright, there we go. Any updates? Nope. Last one was the 14th. Now it's completely covered in clouds. Yeah. So the last one was the 9th. Alright, so we should be getting another update in about a day or so. Alright, so this is just... yeah, that's just wave action. That's sea foam. There's some hydrothermal alterations here. Yeah. It's kind of visible around the whole island. I mean, that is a little concerning. All these hydrothermal alterations. And it's a whole island, not just one location. But you'll see this everywhere. I mean, it could be runoff, but it's likely hydrothermal. I mean, this whole island is a resurgent dome. So let's see, Google Earth. All right. All right. Let's go to 2011. No, 2009, right? Not here. Yes, 2004. That's a lot of land, guys. I mean, that's a lot of land. In 2009, all this was water. Like, all of this where my mouse is was water. Okay, 2009. Yeah, water. Here's the beach in 2004. Beach, and then, bam! No beach. All sand. Yeah, look at that. 2009, and then even 2018. Yeah, even 2018, and then just explodes. Land just explodes outward. If you look at that, that's a lot of land. February 21st, 2024, so let's go there. Let's go to February 21st, 2024. Let's go here. Yeah. And this is when it just expanded. It just suddenly increases, and then, yeah, let's see what happens in 2 years. Again, reference point right there. Right where tip of my mouse is, where I'm going to put my finger. Right there, right on the edge of the sand. Right there. Let's go to July. Increase, decrease, about the same. A tiny increase, but yeah, I mean, there's a pretty steep drop off there, so it kind of just reached its maximum length and just, yeah, retreated. Yeah, because keep in mind, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's when most of the increase happened. Yeah, and then it just basically stagnated. It basically just stagnates. Yeah, and it just... So you had this big pulse of increase between 2018 and 2023, 2024, and then it just stopped. Let's go back to 2024, around the same time. Let's go to February. Okay, too many clouds here. Better. Let's go to today. Let's go to July. Not really a big increase, but that looks a little suspicious. Yeah, kind of like. Alright, let's go back to 2024. February 20th. Yeah, see how it's kind of flat here? You can actually see the coast. You see how it's flat? It's kind of flat here. But then in 2 years, it kind of, this area actually decreases a little bit. Let's go here, right? February 2024. And then as we go to July, yeah, see, it almost shrinks actually. Yeah, the coastline actually almost shrinks a little bit. Yeah, kind of weird, ask me, but yes. But this is what I wanted to show you guys. There's this area on Google Earth I wanted to show you guys. Let's go to 2009. See where these rocks are? Right in this area, there's actually going to be a road embedded in the water. What is the water in 2009 is now a road here. Yeah, right there. This is a road. This is not a fissure. You see how there's two lines on either side. If you follow that path almost, yeah, it's a road. It's not volcanic. See how how it winds? Yeah, this is not like a fault line or a. It's not a fissure. It's a road. That is a road right here, like a little path of some kind. Probably a walking path, maybe a bike path, but definitely man-made. See how it's not here in 2022, but it suddenly just appears in 2024? Yeah, it is a road. In 2012, yeah, this was 2009. This is basically water. Yeah, look at this. Water in 2009, even 2011, this was water. And then suddenly, land and a road. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Water, and then just look at this water, right? Yeah, look at this. 2009, water, and 2024, road. Yeah, isn't that crazy? And the place I'm talking about is make sure my stream's okay. My stream's still running. Didn't shut off the internet yet. Is here. This is the area in question. This is where the road is. Let's go to February 2024. See if anything's changed. Yeah, actually, this area has actually shrunk. So if you believe this or not, some of this has actually shrunk. I think I know why. This is very steep. This area experienced some very fast uplift. So I believe what happened is erosion. Even though the area is still experiencing uplift, you're experiencing erosion. So right here, let's go back to July. Yeah, there's definitely erosion here. Yeah. See right here? See how this is just sand, right? Well, this is more like coral. This is coral. This is not volcanic. These are coral deposits here. So now I'm going to go back to 2026. I'm going to go to July, July 4th. Yeah, that's quite a bit of erosion, but the coral deposits aren't being washed away so easily because they're thicker. Yeah, so these are basically uh, that's erosion. Ugh. All right, so yeah, the air quality is pretty bad in New York. It was pretty bad earlier this afternoon. It's gotten a little better. Um, it's improved a little bit. In fact, I'm gonna check the air quality right now, but it was like it was definitely a very unhealthy territory. Would you like to roleplay that? be NSFW, please. And of course it's not. Alright, so guys, I'm going to bed. It's getting kind of late. Yeah, looks like Iwo Jima is still doing its thing, but yeah. Yeah, even though it looks like there's been a lot of uplift continuing, it actually kind of reversed itself. See, between 2021 and 2022, there's almost some subsidence, and then uplift resumed. It's kind of what's going on, because there was some uplift between 2018 2019. Look, right here. 3 years there was uplift, and then almost no uplift between 2017 and 2019. See how it paused, and then continued, stopped, and then resumed again? You see that, right? So it's kind of having pauses, and then it would go, it would start, it would go, it would start. So it's kind of having those pulses of activity. Yeah, but there's a lot of trees on this island. This island was actually inhabited until 1944. The reason it became uninhabited, why they were evacuated, the people who lived on the island, was because of the Battle of Iwo Jima. Even though the battle took place in 1945, the residents were evacuated in ahead of the battle. Because it was turned into a military base, or it had a presence, but as the Americans were coming, they wanted to turn the island into a fortress to defend it, to use it as a base to defend the homeland from America. So yeah, they were evacuated, and after the war, they were not allowed to return. Because part of the reason was because it was sacred, but also because of all the unexploded ordnance from the Battle of Iwo Jima. So it was a safety issue mostly, which was why the island was uninhabited for such a long time. Why there's still no permanent people. I mean, there's still people are still petitioning to be able to return to the island. And here's the thing: right now, Iwo Jima is not in any danger of currently having a caldera-forming eruption. However, in the long term, there is a threat, but in the immediate term, there is no. There's a not no threat, but a non-zero chance of a caldera-forming eruption. Non-zero meaning it's not zero, but it's essentially zero. It's like 0.005. Like every year, there's maybe a tenth of a percent chance of a caldera-forming eruption. There's always a tiny chance, but as time goes on, it will get more and more likely. But here's the thing: I would not have anyone living here, like, or anywhere near active fumaroles. I believe the traditionally safe area would be here, where there's no hydrothermal alterations. I would not be living here. This is all hydrothermally altered, so definitely risk of a huge phreatic eruption here, or even magma eruption. So yeah, but it's not on the ring fault, but it could still erupt. The ring fault goes like this. Yeah, the ring fault. Higashi-Iwa is actually outside of the caldera, or just inside the caldera boundary. I have to look at this map, and I'll show you where it is. I would say it's just outside of the caldera boundary, from what I can tell. Yeah, Higashi-Iwa is outside of the caldera boundary. But yeah, you can actually see the caldera boundary. You can actually see the 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 fault of the caldera right here. Here's South Iwo Jima, and this could either be a fissure or the ring fault itself. But yes, I would not be building here, considering there is a fissure running through the middle of the island. I mean, it could also be a fault, but you don't want to take any chances with this likely being because of volcanic induced uplift. This island right here, Kangoku Rock, aka Prison Island, is on the caldera rim, just on the outside periphery of the caldera rim. So the caldera rim is right here. It runs like this. Part of the reason the island is uplifting the way it is because this is the caldera boundary. This is the edge of the caldera. Yes, meaning this, all of this is inside. But it gets pretty deep in this area. Meaning even if there's going to be very rapid uplift, you'll first have to uplift the ground before it will emerge off the coast, meaning this will take quite a while to expand this way. I mean, if the uplift reaches 1 or 2 meters a year, then maybe yes. Every couple of years it'll probably expand a little bit. But the reason there was such rapid expansion here was because the seafloor was bulging upward, and then I know it looked like, oh my god, it just expanded suddenly. What really happened when you're looking at this? When you're really looking at this area was more shallow. This area was more deeper. Because this is the caldera rim right here. Okay, this is the caldera rim right here. That is the caldera rim. And so when it's uplifting, the ocean floor has to rise first. Even though, yes, this is above water, keep in mind there's probably a very rapid drop-off. So yes, from what I look at it from a bathymetric map, it does look like it's pretty deep here. Oops. I was not expecting it to be that deep. All right. Yeah. Look at the uplift of a J604. The more rapid uplift is here. It's a little slower here. Uplift subsidence. Oh look, subsidence. And then uplift. Stop. And then uplift. And then just basically it's just took off. Yeah, it's just going skedaddle skedoodle. Yeah. And then look, it kind of slows down and then yeah, picks up again. This is the one, this is the very concerning one. So 2015 would be 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so the middle part would be like 2017 and a half. So yeah, this is like 2016. In literally like 9 years, less than 10 years, mind you. Or in about, yeah, less than 10 years. 10 meters of uplift. Yeah, that's about a meter a year. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go to, not Volcano Cafe, Volcano Discovery. So remember how I said the Iwo Jima event in 2000 erupted magma and it wasn't phreatic? Yeah, I'm going to show you that right now. Just hope this doesn't. It's still going. All right. So let's go back here. All right. There we go. We're kind of there. This was November 4th, right? Let's go to Copernicus. No. Oh, shoot. I was worried about that. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of the one I did not want to close out. Wow, look at that. That's magma. Oh, lava. Yeah, this is not phreatic. That's pumice. I mean, it did become phreatic. But yes, this is definitely not phreatic. Phreatic would, or phreatomagmatic. Phreatomagmatic would be interaction with lava and seawater. Show you what phreatic looks like. Or phreatomagmatic. That's phreatomagmatic. That's phreatomagmatic. This is fully magmatic. Even though you're seeing steam, that's from the lava entering the ocean after it erupts. But there's a cinder cone here, meaning the vent is above the water. So it's at this point, when this article is published, they're talking about a magmatic eruption. So let's go to Copernicus. This occurred right here. Yeah, you saw that, right? So a little, that island they had, that island is not there anymore. It's gone. All right, let's go to November. I think this was 2023. 2024. Yeah, November 2023. Yeah, because my dates have been blending because of the effect of COVID, the lockdown. Oh, great. Clouds. Okay, that's the cinder cone. And then already it's going to be mostly gone. Yeah. That's a cinder cone, right? You can see the island, but it's like really hard to spot. You can barely. Yeah, it's not good. The only reason they got the photos was because they had a fly down. Yeah, so that's the vent. Yeah, see, that's the vent right there. Let's go to December. So like a month later. Yeah, see, look, it already looks like it's falling in, and then just 10 days later. Yeah, look, sand washed away there. There's the vent right there. And this is where the vent is. This is where the vent would be. Let's go to July to today. Vent would be right here. Look at that. Nothing. Completely gone. Even though it's showing here, the vent's actually right here. I would actually move that closer here. I mean, there was some activity here. See? You see that blue patch right there? Again, let's go back to 2022. Let's go back to November. Well, August, actually. Yeah, look. Look at that big patch of discoloration. Yeah. That's the erupting vent. Yeah. They said first magmatic eruption in like 1,000 years. All right. Cloud 24. Yeah. There's your discolored water. Of course, they're showing it here, but it's actually here. They're a bit off, but this website is just a little bit off. But yes, I see what they're trying to do. Yes, November 2nd was when, and November 4th was when it was erupting. That's probably was captured during an eruption. Let's go to July 20th. See what's there. That's a little sus, but right. Which clouds? Clouds. Oh yeah. Is there a typhoon there this time? Okay, that's got to be a typhoon. Oh, okay. Is it a typhoon? Kind of looks like a typhoon. Maybe that. Yeah, it looks like there is a typhoon, like over here. Yeah, well, it looks like a central dense overcast. This was July 7th, 2025. Alright, I'm gonna go to Zoom Satellite. Yeah, see what typhoon or hurricane that was. Alright, we're gonna go way back in time. Yeah. July 25th. Let's see. Doesn't look like a typhoon considering. Oh, wait, 25th. I think I might be getting the dates wrong. I think it was 2023. No? Look at that. Did it actually become a system? Looks like not real. Oh, yeah. Looks like it became a depression. Sangada. Guess not really. Oh, wait. If you look at that little swirl. Probably depression. Yeah, I would have definitely considered that a depression. That would have, yeah, that was a tropical depression. All right, and then we had an eruption here. Just was the eruption. There it is. Oops. There it is. Yes. Huh? Oh, still discolored. Okay, it's still there. Huh. Still discolored. Well, you've got to be kidding me. The eruption is still ongoing? You've got to be kidding me. The eruption is still there. That's two. All right. Well, looks like the Teton Ridge volcano is still having an eruption. Uh, all right. Gotta be go to bed, guys. Let's go back to maximum resolution. All right, guys. Before I go to bed, or the internet shuts off, let's check the computer models. I'm not really expecting much, considering we're the El Nino, a historic one at that. Like historic. This is absolutely historic El Nino. So let's look at severe weather. We'll look at supercell composite. I'm not really expecting anything, especially for the Northeast. Okay, shouldn't. I'm surprised by that. There was no thunderstorms today. Yeah, it's a little weird. What, were there thunderstorms today and I didn't notice? Because I swear there was nothing in my area today. Just smoke and wildfires. Alright, I'm gonna go to... Alright, let's go to PM. Yeah, it was just smoke. Wait, there was storms today in New Jersey? Oh! Oh, would you look at that? There was some crazy storms today. Apparently forming along the boundary. The The wildfire boundary. Holy crap. They dropped some giant hail. If I'd known this, I would have chased. There were several hail reports. Quarter-sized hail. Quarter. Wow, there was a good amount of hail today here. I wasn't actually expecting this, but I'm assuming it formed along the boundary. Let's see. I'm gonna go to Copernicus browser. Oops, nope, wrong one. Earth. No, it was the Zoom one. All right, this is the one I'm going. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to show you guys. I'm gonna have to go to read more. Oh, that's it? Huh.